Hey everybody, so I am reviewing the latest book I've read in the Chronicles of Nick series, Inferno. It's written by Sherrilyn Kenyon slash McQueen, and it came out in 2013. So this book is over 10 years old. So, if you've never read the book series before, this is a little summary. The book's about Nick O'Shea. He grew up extremely poor. Father's in prison, mother's a stripper. He gets bullied unmercilessly. Through the series, Nick finds out the supernatural exists and where his place is in it. So, if you don't want any spoilers, hop off now because this book right here has some spoilers and it just blows my... Not a lot of spoilers, but just a little bit. And I don't want to slip up and give somebody something if they want to read the book. So, and this book starts out with Death, who goes by Grimm, telling Nick that the girl that he's interested in is basically there to kill him. And this throws Nick for a loop. He's like, what? He was like, I know you had secrets. I know you had things you couldn't tell me, but are you serious? And he was like, when he asked her, she was like, yeah. So, of course, they broke up. And another girl that Nick also was interested in the beginning started showing him attention. Blase, blase, blase. Well, the whole point in this book is to keep Nick from going to the dark side, which is really hard because there are things out there that are doing everything in their power to screw with Nick. Like, anything you can imagine. They've sent zombies after him, harvesters, just stomped on his confidence. Just ridiculous. I will say that Nick is a very stubborn, intelligent young man. Like, any mother would love to have Nick as a son. I mean, he does the typical teenage angst, like you don't want to take out the trash or anything like that, but he adores his mother. And his mom is so hard on him. Like, in some of the other books, you'd be like, yo, I can't stand his mother. But I will say this, as a mother myself, and the background that Nick comes from, and even who his father is, I can understand why his mom is hard on him. She knows Nick's not living up to his potential. She knows her son is uber smart. She wants better for him. And she just is like, you know what, you're grounded. And I'm like, yo, that's kind of harsh. But not really. This kid is really smart. Like, there's no reason he should have a B in anything. But again, like I said, that's harsh. A B, okay. D's and C's in my house are not cool. A's and B's, especially if you're not telling me you're having issues. But I digress. So, in this book, he finds out that, Cody's supposed to, kill him. So he breaks up with her. And Cody's upset. And the one thing I do love about Dakota, they call her Cody, is that Nick bought her this necklace. It was a pink heart jewelry necklace. Now, Cody had enough decency in her to take it to Nick's mom and say, I need to return this. And Nick's mom's like, what are you doing here? She's like, you're my baby. And Dakota was like, I just want to return this. And her mom was like, his mom was like, if you ever need me, I'm still here, Nick or no Nick. And that's what I love about Nick's mom. She's so decent. She's so smart. She's smart in the street ways. Like, she's not book smart because of issues. But I don't want to give too much away, but I will say this book, there was a couple scenes that it broke my heart. Like, Nick's dad is a douche. There's no other way around it. But that was because of his environment. Like, he never had love, tenderness, anything. Like, that's a foreign concept to him. But in all that, he loves Nick's mother. And he don't know how to handle it. Like, there's this part in the book, and he was like, I'm a destroyer. I destroy the only woman who ever meant anything to me in the universe. And he doesn't understand why he would do that. If you never learned it, it's hard to learn. If that makes any sense. Like, he's never really known kindness, so he only knows how to react vicious and rough. But there is a saying that because Nick is half demon, so he's the Malachi. He's like the top dog of the demons. But there's a thing that the Malachites are known for. It's called I was conceived in I was conceived in I was born of violence, or something like I was conceived of violence to do violence, to die violently, which is effed up. But Nick is the only Malachi that was not. Basically, because his father loved his mother, Nick was conceived in love and raised in love. So they're trying. Everyone in this book is trying to keep Nick from going bad because Nick is uber powerful. So that's where we're at. I'm not going to spoil it anymore. I know this review sucks. I'm really tired. But I would definitely say read the book series. It's really, really, really good. I've read it multiple times. I've even listened to it multiple times. And I find, guys, after I've read a book a few times and I listen to it, I pick up more. Like if I'm driving and I'm just like, okay, I'm going to listen to it, I pick up a lot more. I will say this. Nick's father made the ultimate sacrifice that proved to everyone how much he loved Nick's mother. And when I mean everyone in the story was like, what? Huh? I was like, oh. I was like, no. But yeah, Nick goes through some, trials in this book. He definitely picks up some more confidence, which I love. So I'm going to see how that spins out in the next book. Now, the next book should be a doozy. And you'll find out once you read the book and you read the last pages. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.